Hey everyone, welcome to Area 616. So thanks to the success of Logan and Deadpool, Kevin Feige has been asked millions of times if Marvel Studios is considering doing any R-rated films. Now usually his answer is the same, a flat out no. However, recently he got asked this yet again, but had a bit of a different answer, an unexpected one. Quote, "Currently, we don't work on R-rated movies. It's not out of the question, but currently, no." So, still no, but he did say that making an R-rated film was not out of the question, implying Marvel could do it if they wanted to. This is actually pretty surprising to me, as I thought it was Disney who was keeping them from doing anything like that. But then again, they are letting the Netflix shows happen. But then, if you look into it, Disney owns Touchstone Pictures, a company that has produced several R-rated films, with Disney's first being Down and Out in Beverly Hills in 1986. So Disney has actually made R-rated films before. Now, there's no telling if they do that now, and it has been a while since Touchstone has made an R-rated film, but it is a possibility. So with that said, it does seem like it could be done, so then the question is, should Marvel do it? Well, looking at their current lineup of characters, there's only one that sticks out as working in an R-rated environment, and that's Black Widow. She's got such a dark and violent history that she'd really benefit from being able to fully explore that. And of course, Kevin Feige has committed to a Black Widow movie in Phase 4, so this could be where we're headed. Though I do think Black Widow's like Wolverine in that she'd benefit from an R-rated film, but she'd also work just fine in a PG-13 one. But of course, there's plenty of characters that could be introduced to be R-rated, such as the Thunderbolts or Blade. Personally, I'd prefer a Blade TV series, but if they can make it R-rated, I'd be okay with the movie too. Honestly, them staying away from the R rating has really benefited Marvel TV, who has embraced that and has brought in more violent characters like Daredevil, the Punisher, and Ghost Rider. If I'm being honest, I do doubt Marvel will actually make an R-rated film. They've had so much success with PG-13 movies that it might just confuse a lot of people if one of their movies is R-rated, especially if it's a well-known character like Black Widow, as great as an R-rated movie starring her would be. So while I do think Marvel shouldn't be afraid to do that, I also kind of doubt they will. Also, complications arise when you consider the Netflix shows. They're certainly R-rated, but they do still have specific limitations. As Jeff Loeb once put it, they're PG-16. They can only show so much skin, no smoking, no F-bombs allowed, stuff like that. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be any restrictions on violence, though. I've actually heard a lot of people who thought there were a bunch of F-bombs in Jessica Jones like in her original comics, but there actually aren't any. Seriously, the showrunner was actually upset they couldn't do it. But as she said, Kristen Ritter does have a way of saying it with her facial expressions. Regardless, I'm not sure if these limitations are in place because Disney is not letting them go further, or if they just chose to do it themselves just to make it fit better with the MCU. Which these restrictions do help it do that. If it's the former, then that would make an R-rated movie kind of odd. It'd be R-rated for violence, but it wouldn't have any F-bombs whatsoever, which would be strange for an R-rated movie. But then, if these restrictions aren't laid out for them, and an R-rated movie comes out from Marvel, dropping F-bombs left and right and stuff like that, would this change the Netflix shows? It'd be kind of interesting to see. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't expect Marvel to do this anytime soon. Right now, they just don't have any really R-rated characters in their lineup, save maybe Black Widow. But again, she'd work fine outside of that. So if you're somebody who really wants to see Marvel Studios follow suit and become R-rated, I honestly wouldn't hold your breath. It's unlikely it'd happen. All the R-rated characters tend to be handed over to Marvel Television, which is a big part of why I think we'll end up getting Blade and Moon Knight on TV, despite the rumors. These characters would simply clash with the film's tones. But in any event, what do you guys think? Would you like to see Marvel Studios start doing more R-rated films like Fox and Sony are doing? Or do you think they should just stick with what they're doing? And if you do want R-rated movies from them, what are some examples of the characters or teams you'd like to see? Next Wave Agents of Hate might be a pretty neat R-rated movie, in my opinion. But in any event, let me know all your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.